There are some alarming new headlines that calcium supplements may actually increase your risk of a heart attack. But what's the real deal? We've talked a lot about supplements on our show before, potential benefits versus harms, and this is an alarming new study. It's alarming because there's some truth to it. And it does get to this whole idea of, hey, maybe supplements don't act the same way in the body as real food sources of things like calcium.
Same theme. Too much of a good thing may be a bad thing.
So this was a really interesting study that was published in the Journal of the American Heart Association. They found that people who took over 1,000 milligrams of calcium supplements a day were 22% more likely to develop heart disease and atherosclerotic plaques that can lead to heart attack and stroke. And it's actually really contradictory because there's data out there that the dietary sources of calcium, like milk and yogurt, actually decrease heart disease. So this came as a bit of a surprise, and the study authors thought that it might be that the form of the supplement in calcium salts may be one of the explanations, versus, like you said, it's just too much of a good thing, right, where your body just can't process it in the same way.
And this is an issue. I mean, especially for women. There's so many women with osteoporosis, absolutely, men too, that are taking calcium supplements, and you know, it's that mindset that more is better. They start taking more than they really need that they're ever going to.
Well, and what plaque buildups,
yeah,
you know, calcifications. We've talked about that in the body before. So my big thing has always been this. When it comes to the majority of your nutrients, unless you know that you're low in a particular nutrient or vitamin, get those nutrients through your foods. You got black-eyed peas here, you've got kale and sardines, but the one that a lot of people avoid it nowadays. But dairy, it's still an old, great source. Milk and yogurt, great sources of calcium. I think the key here is you need to talk with your doctor if you're taking a calcium supplement, just to make sure it's the right thing for you.
And the right dose, because 53 million Americans are at risk for osteoporosis, and 1/2 of women over 50 will experience a broken bone due to osteoporosis. So it is a real issue.
And it's always just a gentle reminder that just because a supplement contains an ingredient that we think is good for us, it doesn't mean that supplement itself is good for all of us.